Welcome back to Grand Strand Today. I'm Destiny Kennedy. Today, friends, we're sitting down with the organization People Over Profit Lloyd Foundation. I'm excited to introduce Davina and Mike. Thank you both for being here with us today. How are y'all doing?
Pretty good. Thank you for having us, Destiny.
Of course. Thank you. So before we dive into everything that you guys do, first, for those out there that don't know about the foundation, can you talk about how it came to be and your mission?
Yes, well, I'm originally from Philadelphia. I moved here to Myrtle Beach, and I just saw men kind of, struggling, whether with divorce or job loss or youth struggling with things in school, and I wanted to do something about it. So I had an annual men's conference, and I started the nonprofit People Over Profit Lloyd Foundation and the legacy of my grandfather, because I helped him at the men's shelter back home in Philadelphia by providing meals and toiletries. I also used to serve on the prison ministry at my church, and I was the only woman on a board for housing and development to help homeless people and families get houses and homes.
That's amazing. And Mike, what about you being a part of this foundation and really pouring into the community? What's that like?
Yes, it's been amazing so far. So I chose to partner with Davina and People Over Profit because, I remember what it was like to be a young adult without a lot of direction. And, it's very easy as a youth to, make the wrong decisions, and, the wrong one could potentially mess up your entire life. So any way that I can give back to help young men kind of know what their options are in life. It doesn't always have to be a professional athlete or something like that. There's so many avenues that they can take. And, I'm very active with the homeless as well. So trying to help men and people that struggle with addiction get back on their feet is something that's very near and dear to my heart.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And so going into your initiatives and programs that you provide for the youth and adult men, can you talk about those? Paint a picture for us.
Yes, so one of our initiatives is to have a monthly meeting to create just unity and for the men to come together to foster mentorship, leadership development, and just to bond. That way we can create economic development and talk about things that we're going to do. We also have an annual International Men's Empowerment Conference, which we're really excited about. And each year we bring in speakers. We bring in either world-renowned keynote speakers, or we have local leaders and heroes like Mike Jones to come in and just speak, coach, mentor. We also provide training workshops that they can kind of get a little bit of hands-on training, personal and professional development. But I think everybody loves the breakout sessions. This is when the men and the male youth get to engage, from everything but being relatable to people all the way to the boardroom.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So you guys have really thought about it all to really help out the youth. And so for those out there that are interested and they want to connect with you guys, get involved, or maybe they have their young son or an adult male that wants to join in, where can they go to find out more information?
They can go to peopleoverprofitllloydfoundation.org. They can join our mailing list. We're also over social media on Facebook, People Over Profit Lloyd Foundation, or you can just call or email peopleoverprofitllloyd@gmail.com.
So what is next for the foundation?
We have a lot. We definitely have our monthly meetings that I'm excited about that Mike is going to help lead some.
Yes, absolutely. So, Davina constantly has monthly men's mixers where we get to network. There's a lot of fellow business owners, local business owners there at these meetings. Her most recent one had a bourbon tasting and some raffles. So it's a really good way for everybody to stay engaged and kind of know what's going on with the organization and how we can help. And we really need a lot more men to come. So guys, please feel free, reach out to Davina, figure out when her next mixer is going to be. We'd love to have you guys come out.
Yes, please.
That's amazing. Thank you both for your time. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Destiny.
Of course. And for those of you out there that are interested in learning more about People Over Profit Lloyd Foundation, you can visit their website or call them directly. We'll be back with more Grand Strand Today.